Internet! We are back.
Oh shit, there's actually...
There was a whole lot of shenanigans last week involving fuzzy peoples and wolves and biting.
Yeah.
So who wants to recap?
I will.
Because reasons.
Because reasons. We got attacked by werewolves in the night, and they ate the horses, and they bit Mira. And she was the only one who got hurt, but they bit her, and she's infected, but she doesn't know for sure right now. But, she knows it's a possibility. So that's fun.
I think pretty much everybody realized it was a possibility. And they
Yeah.
technically didn't eat the horses, it just looks like they ripped them the fuck apart and then ran off to the north.
Jerks.
Those poor horses.
Well,
So
north on
yeah,
this
so
map.
they're wasteful as well as evil.
Yeah, right? Like, at least eat
Like,
what you
damn.
kill. I'm sorry, I'm channeling Ilva now. Alright. Wrong wolf person. Alright.
So yes. Excuse me. Yes, so there was an attack on the manor. Everyone lived. Everyone did very well. There was a lot of smartness in not leaving the actual building to keep yourselves alive, which was good. Did not quite keep the horses alive, which is not so good.
Meh.
You discovered that the big wolves were not werewolves. In that the werewolves that you did manage to kill, this one, and this one being in like a full wolf form, and this one having shifted into like the wolfman form, both had turned back to human form after death, including this one over here. And this one over here, you killed more than I remember. There's dead ones. And yes, but they are now dead human-looking folk laying about. Naked human folk. Except that guy, he's still got pants. But, yeah. You lived. What now? It is still late. Very, very late. And very dark.
Zero's gonna take up a position right in the middle of the broken open doors that have been ripped apart and just goes back to his sentry mode, his sentry rest.
So, does anyone have any way to become a horse or to bring horses back? I'm pretty sure we don't. I'm pretty sure we're kind of going to have to walk the entire time.
Are you proposing horse necromancy? I don't think that should be an option for us.
Horse
Or
necromancy.
necromancy.
Oh.
It was awful.
I am so proud.
Anyway.
Way to start off the day.
Yeah.
Anyway, so how, like,
Roll, but she does not have any.
like what time? Past midnight?
Past midnight, you're probably getting closer to, like, 2-ish. Because you had gone to get sleep, I think around almost like 6 or 7 last night, because they were, they were certain things were gonna happen, and then things happened in a greater, manner than expected.
Yeah.
But, so you're not exhausted, you did get sleep beforehand.
Oh,
Start walking.
now? In the middle of the night?
Or maybe at least once it gets closer to dawn.
Yeah, I'm gonna say closer to dawn, probably.
Yeah, because I'm out of spell. I can't cast any more spells. Except for Eldritch Blast. Which admittedly is the only spell that's worked for me.
I mean, that's really the only spell any warlock needs, so...
Yeah.
I need to rest now, because I actually do have spells. Resting would be good.
I am totally
Are
fine.
we gonna
I will
need
watch
a
the-
long rest? I mean,
Warlocks do not need a long rest. I don't know.
I, can't,
I
I
do.
think everybody else does.
hmm.
I cannot remember, so I'm.
Zero took no damage and didn't cast any spells.
I was the only one hurt, and I healed myself. Partly.
It's like, did you? Did you really?
I can heal the physical damage.
So how do you feel about that now? Things are settling down.
This is worrying. It's very worrying. I mean, I must conclude that Selune is testing me if I have indeed been cursed. I don't know. I'm still processing. This is lycanthropy is Selune's gift. But werewolves are evil, and they are misusing her gift. And of course, there is the risk that if I am indeed cursed, I would become evil, in which case I would be forsaking my god, and she would forsake me as well. Oh shit, I'm in so much trouble.
You could also end up being the first non-evil werewolf.
All right, we will have to keep track of the days, and when we get to the next full moon, we will deal with it without hurting anybody. We'll see how it goes.
Be strong, Mira. We're rooting for you.
I will pray extra hard for guidance and support from Selune and Beyonce.
Lycanthropy out of you if we have to.
If worse comes to worse, would you like us to end it?
Let's not go that far yet.
Well,
But
if worse comes to worse.
You might have to.
If you attack, we will put you down.
If I attack you, I will have clearly have lost control, and I will no longer be myself. In which case, you must put me down. But I will try very hard to not let that happen.
What
And
makes werewolves evil, if you don't mind me asking? Says Yelahi.
that is a good question. I don't know why certain lycanthropes are evil and some are not.
Hmm. Well, I can't imagine you just becoming evil.
There are cures. If we need to, we may be able to seek out a cure for this, but we will have to see how it goes. Because at present, I cannot do that. It would take a more powerful cleric than myself to cure this curse.
We could just restrain you when the full moon comes around.
I think that might be a good idea. Restrain me. I will fight evil impulses with everything I have. I will pray for guidance. I'm obviously being tested, and I hope that I prove myself worthy. And whether I can see this through as reclaiming Selune's gift, or if I have to cure myself and just kind of make it until we can do that, either way, that's what we will do.
I don't think my protection from evil and good will help in this case, will it? I mean,
I don't think that's how that spell works.
I know, but it makes me feel better to think it. We'll have to figure out something.
We'll figure it out.
Figure it out.
Mira,
Till the full moon. Did we write that down? 9
Yeah.
days. Okay.
Hmm.
9 days. So we have time. And hey, for all we know, maybe I wasn't actually infected.
It's possible.
It is possible.
Oh, we should bring a lot of rope.
Do we have rope? Does everybody have rope?
That is a good
We're
question.
adventurers. We always have rope. I've
I
got
do
50
not
feet of
have
rope.
rope.
I have 50
Oh,
feet of rope.
never mind. I
I
do have rope.
surprisingly do not have rope.
I don't have rope because I have like the priest pack and they don't get rope for some reason. But I have incense and a holy symbol, so
That's well, okay.
Between me and Yolahi, I think
But
between me and Yolahi, we'll be
Tentacle.
able to
I don't have rope, but I have a spectral tentacle.
I will submit to being held by your spectral tentacle if that's what it takes.
If I have to you with my spectral tentacle, I will do that.
So,
All right. So how is the damage to the building? The door got broken. Is there anything else?
a lot of holes have been dug around the outside. Like
A
the
lot of holes.
and like there were holes. They were digging holes over here specifically.
How deeply have the holes been dug?
It looks like they were trying to get down underneath, but didn't make it all the way.
Like how far did they get?
A couple feet. Um,
Okay.
taller, like deep for you.
But is it? And so the holes are only in like this corner.
Like in this area. It looks like
Oh.
they were either looking for something or trying to dig down towards something.
Okay.
Is there a reason for that, Ismark?
Is there something weird about that part of the house?
Ismark shakes his head. Just not that I'm aware of.
Other than it being a blind spot.
I suppose, yeah. All right. I think that we can't move forward until we've rested. The structural integrity of the house is mostly intact, except for the door. We can block that in some way. Let's leave it first light.
Yeah, Zero's blocking the front door with his body.
Okay.
He's
I-
not
I-
quite big enough
let's-
for
I
that.
appreciate that. We need more than your body.
All right.
What can we use?
How many tables do we have left?
There's you brought the couch over. You brought a table over. There's various bits of furniture you could likely drag over. It won't be perfect, but it's some sort of barricade, plus a fairly large warforged.
All right, let's do that.
Furniture gets moved. Belle's gonna go check on Puppy, where we left
Oh
the
yeah.
whole thing in the bathroom.
He's down in the tub, his head low, like tail between his legs, but it starts wagging a bit as Vel comes into the bathroom.
It's okay. Everything's gone now.
And Irina will approach Mura, like as everyone is starting to settle down again. Where were you bit? Is it obvious? Jesse. Jesse, are you muted?
Oh. Sorry. What was that?
Irina approaches Mira as we're all settling down, and she had asked where your wound is. Is it obvious?
I've healed it, but it was here on my neck. There's probably a mark. Magical healing probably only goes so far.
Well, scarf.
I would keep that
Everything.
hidden, especially in Valaki. They are.
That seems like a very good idea.
And she nods. The, like I said, we were trying to explain they are fortified, and if there is even a rumor of someone being a wolf, they are cast out.
All right. We will hide it, and we will not speak of it except among ourselves.
We have to be careful when we
We have
do
to-
speak of it.
We must be very careful.
This is a great burden that has been put on you that you've taken on my behalf. I have no way to thank you, especially if this curse takes hold.
You don't need to thank me for that. I'm here because I was led to be here. This is where Silune wants me to be.
Still, you've risked your soul.
Perhaps. But I will pray.
I hope your goddess can hear you.
Me too.
And she will bow her head and take her leave. Anyone doing anything else before bedtimes?
A special extra prayer?
Please let me turn to
Say a
a
little
little
bit for you.
Yes, exactly like that.
So, if you are planning to go at first quote unquote dawn, of which one doesn't seem to exist, you've noticed, you will not get a full night's rest. Because you need to sleep.
8 hours.
Yeah, it has to. Well, you have to sleep 6 and like rest for 2, technically. So it's like a total of 8
8.
hours.
Well, a short
Uh,
for Charity to get her spell slots back. So even a cat nap will be fine for her.
Zero's good.
yeah, I don't think we should wait longer than that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm down a couple spell slots, but I should be fine.
I still have one spell slot. I've been doing without spell slots for a long time, so I'll just, I'm new to this whole spell thing, so I have cantrips.
Same.
All right.
Cantrips are
still-
always useful.
I have mage hand forever, and Prestidigitation.
I actually got rid of Shocking Grasp.
That's your thing though.
I got Thunder Gauntlets now.
Oh, okay. You have
To
built
resistance
in.
instead.
Yes, but like in the time you've been here, it's never been fully day. Like there's never been any true sun. Everything is always overcast and shadowy. It's either super super dark or kind of grody and gross, but you can see it. Um, what do? Get ready and just head out. Anything you want to do before you leave?
No,
Uh, We know where we're going,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty.
Like, we have a map.
I did go and grab back my
Yes, there
Bolt.
was. They had a map. It was a vague map, but it is. There's only one real road in Barovia.
How does action surge work? I'm double checking.
And how long do we think it's gonna be?
Uh,
It was gonna be less than a day with the horses, but
yes, it'll be closer to. Ismark had guesstimated if walking, it's probably 8 to 10 hours.
all right.
We can make it if we go fast.
Yeah.
Then let us head off, unless there's anything else you wish to gain. Are there perhaps other horses in town, perhaps?
And Ismark will shake his head.
All
I
right.
With
figured,
the
but it's worth a
wolves,
shot.
the wolves made short work of them. We had been keeping these ones safe.
All right. Let's go then. Let's move quickly. Determine a marching order. We're here to protect Irina. She can be in the middle.
Yeah.
Let's put a party token out there.
Ooh, where are we?
Whoa!
Uh,
I forgot about that creepy ass doll. Did anybody take that?
I think we'll just leave it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that Yolahi took it.
I'm
You
pretty
know,
sure he bagged it.
I thought I did, but now that I've seen it, I don't know if I want to.
I mean, totally fair. Totally fair.
It's like the sword in my chest cavity.
Okay.
Hold on. Ah! I am already fighting with my cat.
Yeah.
Oh, they took longer than normal this time.
That
Yeah, I know, right? So,
reminds me. How's Ozzy? I haven't heard him in a while.
Doing pretty good. He wanted to go to bed before
Oh,
we
okay.
started, so
Oh.
he's in bed.
All right, good.
He's actually doing a lot better about not having screams after he gets put to bed. Which is always weird because he would ask to go to bed and then he would yell a lot. And it was like,
well, you know, sometimes you can't sleep. And
sometimes you can't. And
Whoa.
but he's,
sometimes you gotta scream.
Oh
He's
god,
doing-
it's pink. Why is it pink?
that's not what I was trying to do.
Oh my
Apparently,
goodness.
this map is measured funny, but I can't make that's the small as I could get it, but that's where you are. And you should be here. Technically, there. So,
Because Yolahi is the party worker.
yes.
Oh, I
She
guess
put-
so.
She put herself there, so that's what it is.
Well then, let us head off.
Overland travel time.
Let me make it so anybody can, for the moment,
Move her around.
yeah. It's not going to represent any characters. None. Generic token. All players. There we go. Alright, let me quickly find my version of the map. Okay, that's enough. Okay, so you start along as morning comes, and it takes you from where you are maybe 20 minutes to hit the river. Everything is it's really quiet. Like, unnaturally quiet. There's... Like, crossing the bridge, like, all you really hear is the water moving. But you're not so much hearing other
Wildlife.
ambience noises. Like, there isn't a lot of wildlife where you are. There are dense areas of woodland around you, but you should still hear something. And it's kind of almost that echoing quiet that once you hit the bridge and you can hear the water, it always like brings you back to yourself a little bit.
This
Oh,
is the
that's
quietest.
eerie.
Yeah, this is not good. But we should probably move onto the bridge. You're letting here.
Yep.
Nope, I guess you're going to be on that side of the bridge. Sorry.
Like me to proceed first to ensure its structural integrity.
I mean, does it look not
It
structurally
looks old, but
integral?
it doesn't look like it's going to fall like apart
Right.
immediately.
Also, if there is an ambush, it would be better to be strong on myself.
Fair.
All right.
Yeah.
Go
I'd rather
for it.
attackers go for him first.
Yeah, I think we can put Zero in the front and the rest of us just kind of sort of loosely surround Irina.
Yeah.
I mean, you could put me in the front because what's gonna happen?
You're a healer.
But one else sort of clumped around Irina.
Also, Zero's going to be casting resistance on himself.
Oh yeah, I should cast False Life on myself before I forget.
Oh,
Again.
it's just a cantrip. So I can cast a
Sorry, I
concentration.
missed it for a second. What are we doing?
We're casting our preparation spells, I guess.
Playing
Oh.
it safe.
He does not have any, so
I have like nothing really all day.
Yeah, I don't really have anything like that either. I have battle support things, but not just like now.
It's a cantrip, so he can use it constantly as he crosses over, keeping an eye out for anything. Holding up his gauntlets, ready to punch something.
So, the river itself is about 50 feet wide. It's crystal clear and surprisingly beautiful.
Oh boy.
You head across. Nothing accosts you on the way.
good.
The air is cool. You keep going.
While we are walking, I would like to make a, I don't know, perception check, I guess, to see if we're being followed.
Oh.
Okay. You
Nope.
see no one.
We're good. Yep.
I assume everything's fine.
Everything's
Yeah.
fine. Everything's fine.
I mean, I don't know if fines, but everything is proceeding according to plan, at least.
If we're really lucky, maybe Mira or Vel will sense something passively.
Zero's gonna actively be looking for any ambushes.
You know what? I'll just cast guidance on people.
On people.
Guidance on people who seem to be looking out. Do that.
Is Zero people?
Zero is definitely people.
We all think you're people, Zero.
Yeah,
There.
it's just
Oh, there you
a-
go. That's a little better.
Wow.
my God.
Oh no.
First roll of the night for me.
Mm.
What do you see, Zero?
I think he went blind for a
With
With
second.
your robot eyes.
Yeah, he accidentally tinkered his eyes a bit too much, so now he blinds himself for a moment as he's trying to make his eyes flashlights again.
Slightly cross-eyed.
Yeah, impatience is like, I'm just going to take it off. I'm just going to keep an eye out because 0. She's just like, I'm taking that over. No offense.
Okay.
No offense taken.
So you don't have to worry. Yeah.
So, gonna continue onwards.
Yes.
Yep. No time to waste.
Okay.
No time like the present.
Okay.
So,
Crossing the bridge.
crossing the bridge. It'll take you a good hour or so to get through this woodland area to where it starts opening up.
Can you click on where?
Following the
Oh.
road.
Oh, so you're being accurate.
So you get there and walking along and you notice there's higher ground here.
Uh-oh, they have
There are
the
hit
high
like a
ground.
hill. A high What?
Nothing. They have the high ground. If you're
Yes,
saying
you're
Thanks, Obi-Wan.
says an old wooden gallows creaks in a chill wind that blows down from the high ground to the west. A frayed length of rope dances from its beam. The well-worn road splits here, and a signpost opposite the gallows points off in 3 directions. Barovia village to the east, Sir Pool to the northwest, and Ravenloft Valaki to the southwest. The northwest fork slants down and disappears into the trees, while the southwest fork clings to an upward slope. Across from the gallows, a low wall, crumbling in places, partially encloses a small pot of graves shrouded in fog.
Oh, fog. In the middle of the day. Not
That's
surrounded by anything.
Well, I
Granny,
mean, sometimes
shallow?
it's just foggy, you know.
Is there any like body on the gallows?
Nope.
So
It's
there's
old. It
no
doesn't.
body.
No body.
Ah, uh.
um, with the map that you have, like going. Where is my arrow? This way will be faster.
And is that what Ismark and Irina want to do? They don't have any issues with this?
No, Ismark is looking at the map, and there's a bit of conversation between the two, and you guys will obviously allowed to voice your own opinions, but Ismark thinks that this will cut off at least 2 hours if you go that way.
We go which way?
North way. Northwest
Sure, the better.
versus southwest.
Alright. Let's do it. I don't wanna stay in one spot for too long.
Go, go, go.
There is an ambush. It will most likely be on the northern road.
No.
It is Tactics 101. I'm just
Still the
saying.
faster route.
The faster route always ends up with.
The ambush, correct. I have seen it happen many times. Units entirely slaughtered. But it is your choice.
The glance over.
I could say something. He does not seem to be lacking for minions it's entirely possible there's an ambush no matter which way we go.
Yeah,
I'll take the short road.
agreed.
Yeah. It's probably both ways. It's probably gonna be an ambush.
Agreed.
Very well. And Zero will start marching down the northern road.
In between us and anybody that decides to jump us.
Basically. It's not the first time I have been bait. And will probably not be the last.
We appreciate you, Zero.
As you head down the road, you hear a creaking noise behind you coming from the gallows. Where there was nothing before, now hangs a lifeless gray body. The breeze turns the hang figure slowly so that it can fix its dead eyes on you. Yolahi, I am texting you something.
What the fuck?
I'm casting resistance.
Do you want a guidance? I can offer a guidance.
Resistance on myself.
Yeah, jeez, that's pleasant.
So it just looks like the old standard Barovian person hanging from the gallows.
Yolahi stops.
Yulahi, what is it?
Just she kind of shakes her head and blinks a couple times.
The head is very
see.
visibly snapped,
Ugh.
hanging from the neck, and it's stretched out a bit. It's been hanging there. It looks like it's been hanging there for quite some time. Dead eyes staring.
And we didn't
Blink.
see.
Nope, there was no noose even. There had been like a frayed end of the rope. Now there's this.
What do I think here?
That's creepy.
Like the light breeze kicks up and the body just turns. The rope pulling and creaking very slowly.
He's trying to distract us. Let's.
Agreed. Let's keep going. Let's go.
Before
Fine.
we head off, I'm going to turn to Ismark and his sister. Do you know who that one is? Gesturing to the hanging body.
They shake their head. Never seen them, but Irina's not looking at him at all. She's just kind of focused and is going to follow Yolahi and them who are leaving. But Ismark's kind of looking for a minute and he shakes his head. Is like, even if I did, I don't think I could tell now.
It was worth a shot asking. Azura will kind of jog to get ahead of everyone again. And it'll be... He's now paranoid with all this, so he's going to be constantly casting resistance on himself.
That's fair.
Creepy, please.
Let's go.
Another as we go.
Over the river and through the woods.
Yes, thank you. So we literally did cross a river, and now we're going through the woods.
Yes, but this road is clear, and wide enough that, I mean, you're never going to feel completely safe, like away from the woods. You can hear the flapping of wings, but as you make the turn and you're getting closer, like you're approaching this large pool of water. It's like a mini lake where the river widens and there's a big area. You can spy off in the distance that there were very brightly colored wagons arranged in a circle. Some
That's
tents.
whatever they're called.
The Vistani.
Let's keep going. I don't like them.
Yeah.
Actually, is there a way to go around him?
Yeah, because those were the.
Unless you go through the woods, the way you're heading, you are not. There's no like road or path around them.
Honestly, I think that might be worth it. They're supposed to be servants of
Yeah,
the guy, right?
yeah. If we can avoid them, that might be for the best.
I mean, I'm sure he already knows what we're doing, but I'd rather not give him any more information.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know how well it's gonna go us sneaking through the woods, but we can try.
I'm not exactly built for stealth.
Yeah.
We should still.
I'm wearing
Probably.
chainmail.
It might be worth talking to them though, because we still need to find this Madame Eva.
Yes, and more information is always good.
Wait, I'm sorry. Who's Madame Eva?
When Vel first arrived to Barovia with her fellow priests and monks, they were told by a group of Vistani that Madame Eva was supposed to be able to help them.
Oh. That sounds... okay. Yohi says, that sounds like a lie. That sounds like a straight up lie.
Yeah, that is possible.
It also could be helpful.
Yohi has a doubtful look on her face.
It's also easier to be ambushed or get lost in the woods if you don't follow the path.
He does have a point.
Worth it.
Okay,
I mean, none
then.
of the Vistani have tried
Goodbye.
to kill us yet.
Yeah, sure. I mean, kill us, technically.
Weren't the werewolves Vistani?
I don't think we established...
They were.
Oh,
They were not.
okay.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
The only other Vistani we met were the
We're the rude...
not so nice ladies at the inn.
Yes, the horrible... inhospitable...
You broke into their tavern, into their inn that they were trying to protect themselves in.
No, they
didn't know
their
who you
job
were.
To be hospitable.
We knocked.
To be fair, they only wanted Zero to leave.
is
True,
like
and they could have killed us, and they did not. They let us stay the night.
They could've tried.
Yohi does not accept this.
I guess the real question is, are they average niceness, or were they nicer than average for
Oh.
Vistani?
Good point.
Because if the Vistani are in general servants of Strahd, are they
Vel
broken?
met the group that Vel met when she arrived. They were perfectly nice people.
So possibly at one point the Vistani weren't servants of
And-
Strahd?
Yeah, I mean, how long was that? No, not to put a too fine a point on it. Sorry, but
Yeah, we know
For
right
take
now.
20 years.
Yeah, right now the Vistani are servants of Strahd. We don't know what's going on with those ladies in the inn. Maybe they do. Maybe they don't serve Strahd.
Vel.
Maybe they don't serve
you
anybody.
remember, like,
oh,
the Vistani that Vel and her companions, as you remember, had met were very cordial. They were very nice. That let you stay with them. You would have been able to sense that, like the story that was told to you was told in earnest. So
Very much like they really were looking for help to lift this curse from the land.
Irna, Ismar, what are your thoughts on the Vistani?
we know that they supposedly work for Strahd, but At least for our village, they had been merchants. They would bring wares. They would bring, or at least had at one point. They never caused too much problems. Sometimes a bit of a ruckus. They like to party and be loud. They are not like the people of the towns.
I think we should actually approach them.
No.
I think we should approach.
Yoli kind of like.
If it makes you feel better, Yolahi, you can wait here until we conclude business with them.
That does not sound like a good idea.
And yeah, and split the party. we are giving ourselves away to him. Look, Yoli's not racist, but
But that's never a good sign. I'm probably not racist, but
fine. I will join you, but I will let you do the talking.
would you like to hide in my chest cavity while we meet?
Awkward pause. Can I fit in there, actually?
In
I
into
honestly
his
don't
chest
know.
cavity.
I mean, it's not a horrible idea, it's a weird idea, but...
Uh,
I leave that to Abby's decision, because
I think
I've
probably
just been putting it off.
I think she probably could fit into his chest cavity if it was empty. It would not be comfortable because there's still like his spine and other workings in there.
Besides that, the only thing he has in there is the doll.
You want to hug the doll and like
This is...
snuggle that creepy doll while hiding in the chest cavity of a giant robot man?
This Yoli, he actually thinks this isn't a bad idea.
I'll
Yeah,
put
she
the doll
thinks-
in my bag.
Alright, let's do it.
We can't.
Val is just watching this, and thankfully nobody can actually see the look on her face.
And if they say,
People are
if they mention it, tell them I didn't come. Tell them I got tired of you people and I'm out on my own.
Very well. Hanser will open up.
He's not technically designed for this, but there is
He's
room.
made self-modifications.
There
Fair
is
enough.
some room.
He's an artificer, it's what he does.
If you take
that's what the
if you
focus
take
is
an
about.
hour, you could make an actual more comfortable like spot for her to be.
No,
Otherwise,
that's
it's
okay. You don't have to. We'll wing it. It's cool.
He'll do that next downtime.
Like a little baby carry.
Halfling hidey hole.
he's your moving
Uh-oh.
armored fortress. You can just shoot out through the cracks in his armor.
That could actually be useful in the future.
You can wear 0 as armor.
How much AC does that give me?
A lot.
My AC is 20.
Right. All right. Let's do it.
You would essentially have
Alright.
full cover. That's what that would be.
I love this
Alright,
so much.
Yola, he climbs on in. Wait, and as he's closing the chest cavity, she says, "Wait, why is the doll in here?" That's it. That's the last thing you hear from her.
It's like, wait, what? Oh shit! And Zero will happily walk down the trail. Well, as happy as he normally looks, I guess.
Yeah.
Emotionless
Contentedly.
robust face.
Actually, he'll modify his face to actually have.
No, I kind of
Expression
like
on it.
imagine that like his eyes kind of. I don't know,
Uncle.
like Alphonse Elric, like despite not having, you know, a moving face, had some fairly like you could tell the emotions just by all the body language and stuff. He was very well animated
Fair
for
enough.
that.
Yeah.
Also,
Oh yeah.
him having like Wally eyes.
Wally. Like Johnny Five with the little like butterfly like eyebrow things.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Uh,
Well, I guess in the image, he does kind of have somewhat eyebrows. They don't move right now, but he'll modify himself at some point to make himself more expressive.
after we teach him what emotions are.
what facial expressions mean what?
This is the campaign where we teach a robot how to love, or have emotion at least.
Yeah, Snake Lady's not going to be any help for that. I apologize.
That's hysterical.
Is that racist?
Racist.
Yeah, don't make snake jokes. That's very rude.
Oh,
Terribly racist. How dare you?
I'm a robot. You're all organics to me.
You have a lot to
Then
learn.
don't make racist jokes.
That's organicist.
You have a lot to learn about the world, Hero.
I will turn this robot.
That's why we're here.
So fast, Yoli.
I can show you the world.
So you come and you're heading up and you start approaching this encampment. The road is kind of uneven. It starts to, especially here, it starts to disappear and be less of like an actual road and more like a muddy path through the trees, and there are like deep ruts in the ground where wagons have passed through. There are about 5 tents, each about 10 feet in diameter. And they're I think there's a map of this. There's a ring of 5 wagons, and there's a bunch of tents pitched about. There it is. They really just put these maps in whatever frickin' order they feel like.
Yep.
Why is it black for you? It should not be. Is it black for you, or am I just seeing that?
It's very black.
Yeah.
Black like my heart.
Let's turn that off.
Black as my coffee.
There we go.
Uh-oh.
They have horses.
Horses. Yeah. See, because they're in on it. Anyway, he's gonna keep quiet.
But they have
Okay, for a second there, those images looked like I thought they were all barfing.
Barfing?
Oh, they do kind of look a little barfy.
They've got. They're all identical Vistani with goatees, apparently.
The singing sex teen tuplets. Famous
Lordy.
Vestani.
Well, there's general cheer. Like the mood of the camp is pretty bright. There's music, there's drinking, there's a whole group that are playing instruments, and as they see you coming, a couple of them jump up, and they're all light on their feet. They bounce a little and they like wave their arms as you're coming down the road. They're like, "Hey!"
Once we get close enough, I do my wave. Hello, I am Zero.
You hear like, "Madam Eva foretold you're coming. Welcome.
Oh.
Oh.
She awaits you." And they're like, "Quick, come!" And they're just like waving you over.
So much for the 2 hours.
Okay.
Belle has no issues with this. She's gonna go where they're waving.
Yes.
I
guess this is happening now.
all right. Yeah, right. I guess this is happening.
That was a little easier than I thought it was gonna be.
Phrasing. Zero just clumps along.
So, you are gestured over to this tent up yonder way. If I have my proper tool selected. So is Yolahi being quiet, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Yolahi is ready for treachery.
Yes. She certainly is. She's slightly uncomfortable, but ready for treachery.
So yes, the tent isn't terribly large. It's larger than the others. Do you all go in? Do you...
Zero goes right
Bro's
in.
definitely going in.
Where
Very
he was
right.
hoping to go.
I should be pulling out my character, huh? Come here. Uh-oh, I can't.
Come on.
No, it's not coming.
I assume there is no way for me to see,
Oh, here we go.
but I can hear.
You could hear. I don't think there's any preemptive
There's no peephole.
no preemptive eye holes cut for you to see through his chest plate.
Alright,
Um,
that's fine.
I imagine it's kind of warm in there.
Yeah.
Because you're on the inside of somebody, even if he isn't organic. There's still
Yeah.
life and stuff thrumming.
While Yola sits there in silence, she suddenly realizes that this is kind of messed up. Well, that's her life now, I guess. It's
There's
just,
just thinking it's not the first time he's had to hide a body in his chest.
So,
You-
magic
yeah.
flames cast a reddish glow over the interior of this tent, revealing a low table covered in a velvet cloth. Glints of light seem to flash from a crystal ball on the table as a hunched figure peers into its desk. She doesn't look up as you enter, but she will cackle wildly. She's like, I knew you would come. Finally, you've arrived. Come, children. Come to Madame Ava. We have much to talk about.
Hello, I am Zero.
Yes, I know. You are much larger than I expected, though, she says. Reach up and just kind of like touches your arm area, and she's like, oh. Like, you can't tell if she can see. Like, she's old. Like, this is an ancient woman, and she's touching your armor, and she bangs on your chest like knock knock, and then moves on and like touches his other arm, and it's like, ah. Then like just passes to like the tieflings who came, and she's like, children, come sit.
I mean, this is the nicest welcome we've had since we got
Yeah.
here. So
I'm so confused now.
Yola, he believes nothing.
that's fair. That's
He's
fair.
in there like,
Shush, tummy goblin.
Belle's just kind of awkwardly standing there watching all this and is like,
You
I'm
two,
sorry
you
we're
two,
late."
come. Don't need to wear that here.
I would prefer to wear this.
Eh,
Where
you'll
It makes
never
you
find a strapping young lad if you keep hiding your face.
Savage.
Should be
miss that.
proud.
Charity
Proud
just-
young woman.
I don't think that is our primary concern at the moment.
What did she say about what was savage? I dipped out.
after wearing my mask.
she told Val to take off her mask, and Val was like, no, I'd rather have it on, and she was like, oh, you'll never find a man that way.
Oh.
She's like, you should be proud of your face. It's your face.
Fine. After a moment, she will very, very uncomfortably take her mask off and set it in her lap.
Like, she wasn't demanding, but you kind of feel like
But like, you can't say no to Grandma. Jeez.
Kind of like, actually.
so.
So, you are Madame Eva.
I am, and I have been so for a very long time. And she produces a deck of cards that she starts. Like, her fingers are thin and the knuckles are all knobby, but she's able to manipulate this deck like with practiced precision. Like you would expect like hardcore arthritis at the moment, which she may have. Generally, what her hands look like, but it's just natural to her, like the way she shuffles the deck and splits it and moves it around her hands. It's a divination sort of deck. The spellcaster would at least know this is not playing cards.
After she had said she'd been, I'm just blanking on the name for some stupid reason all of a sudden.
Madam Eva.
How long have you been, Madam Eva?
Since the day I was born.
I mean,
How long ago was that?
0.
A little impolite.
You don't ask women how old they are.
Exactly right, my dear. But to be fair, probably longer than most, especially around this place. I have my family to thank for that. And she gestures outside to the bunch outside. They take care of me. And you know what they always say? Laughter is the best medicine.
I thought it was anesthetic.
So,
Takes out his journal, writes something.
it's been a while since I've had visitors. And I
Supposed to
think
find you.
you
much
were supposed to
sooner
find
than
me
this.
a long time ago, yes. A very long time ago. It was very sad what happened to you. Lucky too. She smiles and she looks at everyone else, like her eyes are like darting a little bit. You could have been trapped there forever.
which, I mean,
So,
These people.
That would probably have sucked.
Is Ismark and Irina with us?
they are not in the tent. They are outside. Essentially, like, Irina's kind of in the door area, and Ismark is kind of, like, blocking her, trying to keep her, like putting himself between everyone else outside and her and you guys.
Okay.
okay, that
And she has her hood up, her head down. So, you, she gestures over to Vel. I have a reading to do for you that is long overdue.
Reading.
She sets the deck of cards down.
Will it still be accurate after so long?
It will be accurate, always, because the reading is hers. It's no one else's.
What exactly are you reading? Is it some sort of book?
The cards have knowledge. The cards, will help all of you accomplish the task you were brought here for.
We were hunting werewolves in the forest. And now we are here.
Yes.
Phil's just
An
kind of staring at the
unfortunate
cards
thing.
and
Why do you think you were brought here?
I am looking for a docent. Do you know where I can find one?
No. No. You, she points to Vel again. You met Standomir. I know.
And he was the one who told me and my family to find you. Before
before you lost
Everything
them.
else happened. I did.
So they gave you a new family, it seems, she says, kind of like wiggling her fingers over at everyone else.
I thought family was only between those with blood relations.
It did mention before that me and my brother did not share a womb.
Oh yeah, we explained that. I remember. I'm not actually gonna say that. I'm being quiet. But...
Yeah, I think we had this talk with Zero before.
Yeah.
Family can mean
Right,
many things.
right. My bad.
But we didn't like tell him that he was our family, so
I mean,
that would probably
we did explain the nature of family.
yes,
They're not involved, but we did not say that we are family.
yes, because we just met each other.
Yes. I mean, technically, we've only known each other for like 3 days.
Well, we've been through a lot together,
It's
you know.
a long 3 days.
Yeah, very long.
As Eva even says that she's got a new family now, Vel just kind of looks at everybody and... Huh. Interesting new family.
Mira just smiles.
Okay.
Family.
But it is
Sure.
up to you, my dear. This reading was meant for you. Do you wish it? It will help.
Do it! Do it!
I did lose a lot to find you, so I will have the reading.
Okay.
Charity is watching so closely.
Oh, out of
Very
Right up her
character.
alley.
Let's
You're always
see
curious.
if I could do this properly. Let me bring you
I have faith in you.
Yeah. Let's bring you here. I think I
Oh.
forgot to put music on it. This is representative of her
No.
table. The velvet cloth. It's supposed to be like black and red, but I couldn't find anything good to put here. So this is what it is. And there is a deck.
I need to put up. Where's the music?
You need to choose 5 cards. Choose one at a time.
Thing.
Are you able to?
I see it on the screen. I
Click
cannot actually
to
click
draw.
on
You should be able to click. You can't click on it?
it. I click on it and nothing happens.
Hmm.
Oh, that's depressing.
No, let me see. Show deck. Players can draw cards. There we go. So,
Okay.
Oh, it did a
Ooh.
thing.
Click to draw, drag, and drop.
okay. So she will take this and she will set it in front of you. Another, please?
You said 5?
Yes. And she will arrange them as you pull. Go. Nope, that was too many.
Yep,
Eh.
too many. Sorry.
Oink. There we go. Okay. So. She takes a breath. She runs her hands over the cards. Her shoulders are moving slowly, rolling back and forth. She opens her eyes. She will flip over the first card. Let me zoom in a little on that. Because I
Hey,
can't see
got
worth
it?
a crap. Okay.
It's the warrior.
It's a warrior.
Uh-oh. Are we now in Final Fantasy 14? Because that is exactly what the warrior does.
It's
An axe and everything.
Of course, it doesn't give me a number. Let me find it.
Tarot, right?
Yes. This card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy.
We should be putting this in spooky notes.
She moves her hand to flip. If roll 20 will allow it. There we
The old guy.
go. This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. This card is of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight.
Light.
This card sheds lights on one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness.
Looks like Irina.
Your enemy is a creature of darkness, whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him. And
Sorry, what was that last one? I had to talk to somebody real quick.
your enemy is a creature of darkness, whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him. And
Yola, he is like,
uh,
it's just,
okay, hold on.
not really, but like, she's just like, I kind of wish I was out there.
Okay, so
Well, that's what I get, I guess.
apologies because this is breaking a bit of the cause where is it?
Yulahi could always come popping out being like, I want one.
She could be. She has not gotten to that point yet. But she is intensely curious.
I didn't manage to get all the card readings out, but
I will send them to you. I am trying to find because it gives the more description on what each actual card means. Aha, here we go.
Okay.
So yes, okay. The first one, like I will obviously send these in text to you, but number one, the warrior. The card tells of history, knowledge of the ancient will that will help you better understand your enemy. That which you seek lies in the womb of darkness, the devil's lair, the one place he must return.
This is a lot to type.
His mother's house.
Oh, jeez.
And will you be able to copy and paste this into spooky notes?
Hold on, let me just see really quickly. So I'm using like the actual physical book. They have to have this in like here. There it is.
Is there a faster way than me typing it out?
Yes, I am attempting. Tempter, horseman, executioner. It just doesn't make it easy at all to find anything. For me to like give this, I thought this would be easier. Okay. Wow, this is not helpful. Oh, I will have to write these out because the stuff that's actually in here is not helpful. Okay. So, okay. So yeah, so what the first card? The warrior. That which you seek lies in the womb of darkness, the devil's lair, the one place he must return. So, number two.
I can't really type fast enough. So I'm sorry. We'll just
Is there any way you can copy paste?
No, because it's in the physical book, unfortunately.
I wish I could help.
Okay.
Normally I can type very fast, but
Go ahead and do it.
I can't quite put my finger on what's wrong.
Let me try it. Go ahead.
Oh,
I
see if
technically own the digital copy of the book on D&D Beyond, but I really would rather not look at that.
Yeah.
Because I'm loving that I'm actually playing a story that I don't know the ending to.
Picture it with your phone and just upload a cropped photo of it.
Go ahead and say it, and I'll try to type it. We'll see if I can do it.
Okay. So the first part, she says. I know this is completely breaking immersion because this book is laid out really stupid. Okay.
It's pretty old, isn't it?
Okay. So number one, the warrior. If you're copying it down, says this card tells of history. Knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy. He's the warrior. That which you seek lies in the womb of darkness, the devil's lair, the one place to which he must return. How'd that go?
Yep. The one place, the one place,
The one place.
the one place to which he must return.
Number two. I saw the beggar. Where are you?
You're begging him to appear.
It's because they don't like number, like they don't number anything.
Lame. Sorry for all the puns tonight. I'm just in the mood.
There it is.
Fair
Okay.
Oh
enough.
yeah, we were gonna talk about hockey. So how about
second.
them the hockey pucks? Okay.
Number two. This card tells of a powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. A wounded elf has what you seek. He will part with the treasure to see his dark dreams fulfilled.
Oh my god, I hope it's like something like a foot rub and nothing worse than that.
Just looking up thing. There it is. Okay. Okay, number three. Third card, as it's laid out.
hmm
This is a card of power and
Wait,
strength.
what is it? Sorry.
Oh, the
It
healer.
is-
Three, the healer.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
I list out the cards. I just couldn't get the descriptions.
This is a card of power and strength. It tells of a weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight. Look to the west. Find a pool blessed by the light of the white sun. The fourth card. This card sheds light on one who will help you greatly in the battle against darkness. I see the skeleton of a deadly warrior, lying on a bed of stone flanked by gargoyles.
Ominous.
That's the swashbuckler.
I mean, Sword of Sunlight, very helpful with vampires.
Bed of
Fifth
stone,
one.
flanked by gargoyles. A little less helpful, but. And the last one is
I'm looking for him.
rogue. Okay.
Yes. Dude, where are you? Aha! Okay.
hmm
Your enemy is a creature of darkness, whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him. I see a nest of ravens. There you will find the prize.
All right, think I got them all.
And Madame Eva, like, takes in a slow, deep breath, and lets it out, and blinks, and straightens up as much as her hunched back can allow. Ah, I've been holding on to that one for a very long time, dearie. Use it well.
So I apologize for not making it to you sooner.
Eh, you made it when the time was right. That's how these things work, after all. Please, you are welcome to rest here if you wish.
Sorry, but we must make it to town before nightfall.
We have lots of time to travel, I think.
Better safe than sorry. We don't want to be slowed down the line.
Ruff, ruff.
Poor dog sounds very upset.
Yeah, Lucy's mad because she can't chase a skunk.
Well, I'm
She's-
kind of glad she can't.
She's been sprayed twice already.
Yeah.
She has not learned this lesson then.
Maybe she likes it. Maybe she's like, yeah, let's do it.
No.
Poor skunk.
It lives under our shed.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's time to find a live trap.
Skunks are friends. Skunks
Well-
are good.
That's why live trap instead of dead trap.
Yeah, this is true.
If you're sure. I would be careful, though. He tilts his head. She tilts her head. Maybe a little bit too far. One eye, like, a little buggy. The roads aren't safe like they used to be.
How long ago was it since they were safe?
Not in my lifetime.
It looks like he's about to ask another question and appears to think better of it.
First.
He's learned. And Ismark is starting to get like, did you get what you need?
No.
And we should be going.
We definitely need to be going.
So what do? Ismark is getting
You're getting-
impatient.
I keep getting talked at. I'm sorry about that.
He's all good.
Keep traveling.
See if there's like a faster way to get to where we're going.
I don't suppose they would get horses.
I don't think we have the required gold to afford a horse. I don't know enough to carry all of us. And even that, I think I would break its back. In fact, I have done so. Twice.
No! Full horses.
Oh dear.
Yeah, let's be on our way. We want to hit nowhere before nightfall.
Be careful, children.
We appreciate you taking the time to see us, Madame Eva.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Just remember me and my family. That's all we ask.
We will.
You are a very hard people to forget.
Here. And he holds out a little, what looks to be a little recording device. So we don't forget. So we can't forget you. You may record something, so we can listen to it whenever.
Record?
That's actually kind of sweet.
She will tell a story, which I will send you guys later, because you can listen to it whenever you want.
It can only record up to 6 seconds.
It will be something. So what does it get recorded into? Hold on. Tiny non-magical object. Okay. She's still going to tell a story. And you'll get what you will get. And she taps it a couple times before speaking. I just have to find where the story is.
I want to hear
Okay.
the story.
What?
I want to hear the story.
Okay, it's here. Hold on. Aha! A mighty wizard came to this land over a year ago. I remember him like it was yesterday. He stood exactly where you were standing. A very charismatic man he was, though thought he could rally the people of Barovia against the Devil Strahd. He stirred them with thoughts of revolt and bore them to the castle en masse. When the vampire appeared, the wizard's peasant army fled in terror. A few stood their ground and were never seen again. The wizard and the vampire cast spells at each other. Their battle flew from the courtyards of Ravenloft to a precipice overlooking the falls. I saw the battle with my own eyes. Thunder shook the mountainside, and a great rock tumbled down upon the wizard, yet by his magic he survived. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard. Again and again he stood his ground. But when the Devil Strahd fell upon him, the wizard's magic could not save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. My family climbed down to the river to search for the wizard's body to see if, he had anything of value, but the river had already spirited him away.
I got the first 6 seconds of that.
At least we
Thank
heard the
you.
whole story.
And Ismark kind of peeks his head and is like, "Are you ready to go now?"
Yes.
I think we're ready to go.
Vel and Mira, looking up, especially while she's telling that story, you could see Irina, her hands are balling into fists, and she looks very tense.
We should Talk to her when we get out there.
Let us head off.
That might be a good plan.
Yeah, let's do that.
So as you're heading out, you'll get a standing ovation, essentially. Like you leave the tent and you start heading off towards the road again, and the Vistani that are gathered jump up and they're clapping and smiling, and they look you've known them to be cheerful, but there's a lot here. Come on. There we go. I've lost you. There you are. I'm like, how do I lose the big pink Yolahi? There we go.
I lost us. There we are.
Yay! Okay.
See, totally not evil after all.
Where are we from them? Oh, I lost us.
What's up?
There we go. I found us.
Look for the pink.
Yes.
The giant smudge of pink.
He will stay inside until we're a good distance away.
Sub-Zero's letting you out.
Fair enough.
So you've been traveling for about 2 hours so far.
Which is why it did not make sense to stay the night.
Yeah, we still have plenty of distance we can travel in the meantime. Once they are a little farther away from the camp, though, will walk up to Irina and just sort of gently touch her shoulder. Ask her, is everything all right?
It's fine. It's nothing. Just not a fan of that man she spoke of.
You're referring to the wizard.
And Ismarkle kind of remember Doru, the boy.
Yes, the one trapped in the basement.
That's the man that led him there. Many of our town left with him and never came back. Mostly the children, the younger ones, who thought they could fight him.
Yes, that sounds like most rebellions. They are normally crushed without mercy. You survive.
Understand the dislike.
Most rebellions really are a waste of time.
I mean, aren't we technically rebelling in our own small way? Is this whole trying to save Irina from the creepy vampire guy a waste of time?
I don't think it's saving someone is never a waste of time.
It's less of a rebellion and more of a side job. Also, rebellions are meant for those, should be done by those who know how to fight, not by the inexperienced.
Sometimes the inexperienced don't have those who fight to help them.
Yes.
Once we get to the bridge,
I know.
he will come back out.
Yes.
Zero will open up his chest cavity for her.
He will climb out, and she looks a little contemplative. Let's keep going then.
let's keep going.
Onward.
We have hours to go before we sleep.
Yes.
Okay. You follow the river to the base of a canyon, at the far end of which is a great waterfall spills into a pool, billowing forth clouds of cold mist. A great stone bridge spans the canyon, nearly 1,000 feet overhead. Doesn't really
No.
show that so much on this map.
I shall go first then.
Fair enough.
Zero will start to walk down the bridge, casting more resistance on himself.
Gargoyles cloaked in black moss perch on the corners of the bridge, their frowns weather-worn.
I'm sorry, what?
Gargoyles Gargoyles cloaked in black moss perch on the corners of the bridge.
Hold on. He's going to stop for a sec. Give me a few moments. Just in case.
I'm gonna do an Arcana check for anything magical on the bridge.
You can arcana all you want, but it's not going to show you anything magical.
I'm doing it anyway.
Are
Need somebody with detect magic.
I
are
would really past it.
are these like alive gargoyles, or I guess I can't tell.
You can't tell. They're not moving. Charity would know that sometimes gargoyles might move.
She'll wave at them to be polite. Hello, gargoyles. Drew, have you seen a skeleton anywhere?
They just sort of stare blankly at you.
Is there anything under the bridge?
A
Probably take a
chasm.
Air.
Much chasmness going on.
Very air, much chasm.
It's yeah, it's about 1,000 feet down. The walls look kind of wet and
That's so far.
yeah.
That's like 200 squares.
Zero will continue to walk, casting resistance on himself.
Yeah, let's continue forth.
So you head over. Mira, as you pass over the bridge, the gargoyles don't move. They're still looking outways, like each one is kind of looking like out at an angle. These arrows are not helpful.
No, they're not.
But like angle ways here. Yeah. So they're facing this way. And you pass onto the bridge and they're still looking behind you, but you are 100% certain they are looking at you. They're not looking at you. It just feels a lot like they're looking at you.
Blink.
This is Mira specifically.
Oh, no. I know.
Is there muteness happening, Jesse?
Jesse?
Oh, hi. Sorry.
Hello.
Sorry, what happened?
So Mira passes onto the bridge. You get about halfway through, Like, if you look at what I drew on the map, the little, like, that's sort of like the angles that the gargoyles are, like, looking out at. So as you pass onto the bridge and you get about halfway over the bridge, the gargoyles behind you, even though they're still looking in the directions they're looking, you just get the feeling like you're being watched really
Oh.
hard. Like, you
Oh.
Mira specifically.
Oh. I think they're watching us. I have a feeling.
Kind of looks at the gargoyles.
I mean, at this point, I just kind of assume we're always being watched by something.
I mean, that's fair. That is a fair reaction.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're halfway through. We can't go back now.
So
Onward.
Onward.
Sorry. You pass over the bridge, and there is a like it's you're in a very hilly, almost mountainous area. This map is really weird in how it's shown. The little arrows on it, like the little downward arrows, kind of point like it's supposed to. It's supposed to denote cliffs.
Oh, like slopes and stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
So there's rocky outcrops and it's a combination of like rocky and then just kind of like dry, dead grassland going along this area. So you're kind of in the midst of, like, you're at the bottom part where everything beside you is sloping upwards in like steps. And
I'm back.
there you are.
Sorry. Hi.
Just
Hello
in
there.
time. Like I was explaining that the area you're passing over this bridge and you're starting to walk in this way, that the area is more like on either side of the road it is raising upwards, like it's hilly, steep, getting near almost mountainous areas where like it steps up and there's just dried grass, and it's a bit oppressive, especially because still, even though like those are higher up, you could still see parts of Strahd's castle as it looms over everything. You're getting close to it in a sense.
Okay.
And I would like you guys to make perception checks.
I cast guidance.
What does that mean? We add a D4 for
You add
everyone?
a D4.
Can you cast guidance?
Nice.
Alright, I definitely need a D4.
Yep, I need a D4.
Nice.
So I've
Well,
got,
I
20.
did 60.
25.
Wow.
I've got 11.
18.
Okay, I'll add a D4 just in case.
6.
Whoa!
Is that before or after you're on? You do the D.
I have a macro already on my character sheet for whenever I need guidance or whatever.
Oh, wow.
That's very handy.
Ish.
Oh, wow.
Um,
Painful.
say if you rolled above a 12, you see it's like a little bit at first. It looks like figures up on the slopes. They're there, and like if you blink and look away, then they're not there. And that seems to keep happening as you're moving through this
Oh,
area.
do you guys know? Do you guys know about that? It's like the Mario thing, right? The Mario figures.
Oh, are you
What?
talking about that really creepy
Let me
weird little
see if
glitch
I
they
can find
got?
it. No, I don't think it was a glitch. I think it was just a weird texture.
You're talking about the shadows that were always up on the cliffs of the one game, right?
Yeah.
I could use a picture. I don't know what you're talking
Here
about.
it is. Oh, it's from Super Mario Galaxy? No, there was another one, wasn't there?
No, it was
Galaxy.
Galaxy.
Oh, it was Galaxy. Okay.
I think it was only Galaxy. It had that weird thing.
I'll put it in off topic because it's kind of off topic.
The weird shadows on the cliff.
Is that gonna work or is it gonna be mad?
Well, I could click on it.
Yeah, you can click on it.
It's being
Those
mad
are-
for me.
Okay, try that. There you go.
Go.
Yeah, those look like some spooky people on the
That's
cliff.
essentially exactly what's happening. It's people, and then they're not
Yay.
there. And then they're there.
Belle's not seeing this. She don't care.
I didn't see it, so Zero doesn't care.
Charity is very excited that she can see things that other people can't see.
That's
Yeah.
usually not a good thing, Charity.
But she assumes it's like spooky magic nonsense at this point. Like she's on an exclusive level of spooky magic nonsense, which is very exciting for her.
Who rolled a 20 or higher?
Me.
Pretty did.
Birdie did.
Charity and Yolihi.
Mhm.
Especially Yolihi. Like Charity, you're kind of like, wow, that kind of reminds me of something. And Yolihi, like you kind of get the feeling, like not so much the feeling, it's just like you're looking at how it's standing. Like that split second, you can see it. And then maybe 5 minutes down the road, you kind of see a clump of them again, and then they're gone. And they kind of remind you of the scarecrow that you found in the middle of the road. Just kind of the
Oh,
way
not
they're sort of just hanging,
Mm.
but they're there and then they're not. It's you almost get that like, did I really see that? Or am I just feeling like, oppressed like that? But it flitters by that fast, but it happens enough that especially you two, like, you're sure they're actually there, while everyone else kind of like, probably didn't really see something. I'm just being paranoid. Everything's creepy. There was a corpse when there wasn't a corpse, and werewolves and everything, but you're pretty sure that they're actually there.
I believe we're being watched. Keep moving.
Okay.
Cool.
By the way, Ismark, do you know anything about possessed scarecrows?
He's just kind of like, at this point, he's just like, I wouldn't be surprised. Strahd leaves most people alone. He's not going to leave us alone.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think we're planning on leaving him alone.
Okay.
Not for now, at least.
What is happening?
Yeah, and then we can decide where to go from there.
Well then, let's continue on.
I will keep an eye on the figures as we go. Like, I'll continue to look for them. What I mean.
Okay. Let me just...
Okay, this is like really creepy, guys. Just so you know.
Well, I mean, it's always
So
It just continues to be creepy.
yes. Let's keep going. Let's see what the next creepiness.
takes you maybe about 45 minutes to get through the whole area. There's another set of gates similar to the ones that you had come through initially. And I do apologize. This is why I don't like using what's the word? Modules, because you have to deal with the book.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah, no problem.
he's all good.
That and they order things really weird. Okay.
That's because we could literally go anywhere at any time.
So
Let's go to Strahd's house.
you can. You get to here, and you are essentially at his the beginning of his driveway.
Oh,
Like right here. Like
this isn't where we're supposed to be going, is it?
You want to be going arrows. Roll 20. This way leads to the castle.
So what-
Ah,
That way.
I see. So okay, that's the castle right there.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It is much big and looming in gothic and very Dracula.
Very obviously the bad guy's lair.
Very obviously the big bad evil guy's house. It could not get any more extra in big bad evil guy looking.
God,
So-
Strahd
so-
is just so extra.
Strahd does not know the art of subtlety. Is what I'm
No.
getting.
No.
Who knows it? He just doesn't care for it.
I mean, I respect the hustle. All right, let's keep going. Let's go.
West.
Going.
So
Let's
You-
leave.
you are coming up onto the gates. These look almost identical to the gates that you had passed through to get into here. I could, since Corey wasn't here when we did that, I will show you the thing again. If I
Ooh,
could
yes.
find out where. Handouts, please. This is not helpful.
Be right back.
I'm sorry, this is. I need to be better about figuring out where all this crap was. I found it the first time. You would probably be able to find it easier than I can, honestly, because I have everything open.
That doesn't help.
The picture of the gates. I am having a bad DM day.
Chapter 2 handouts. Handout gets a Barovia. 'Cause we can still
Ah.
all see it.
Yes.
Yes.
Show to players.
Oh no, wait, that was the other gates.
So you're seeing another set. Like this gates, the original gates when you entered Barovia were attached to a wall, sort of, that was going off into the woods. But this is just big, massive gates. They look just as destroyed. But the difference being is that there are a couple of scarecrow just kind of chilling out on the
Yep.
sides of the road.
Okay.
No thanks.
Those
Would
things.
you like me to shoot one?
And there are ravens
Oh no.
perched all the way on top of the statues, on the stumpy necks of the large warriors that had been once carved and standing there. They're up there. You know they're there because they are making a whole lot of noise.
I'm casting resistance.
Charity just looks very excited. Remember what that old lady said? I see a nest of ravens. There you will find the prize. What if this is it?
Do you know how many nests of ravens are? But maybe.
I mean, there's many. It could be a metaphorical nest.
Yes.
Nest, if you will.
So
There's a lot of ravens.
we are getting close to 11 o'clock. Do you want to start this fight, or do you want to...
Wait, there's a fight? What are we doing? Sorry?
You ran into a bunch of scarecrow chilling on the sides of the road in front
damn
of
it.
the gates that, there... Yeah, did you step away again?
Yeah, I did, sorry.
Okay, so you have come across a set of gates that are very similar to the ones that you had come through when you first got here. These are just sort of on the side of the road. Like, the actual gate portion seems to be gone for the most part. There are scarecrows just sort of just chilling on the side of the road, hanging there on their wooden crossbeams, and on the top of the statues, kind of like perched up on the necks of the decapitated statues, are a whole bunch of ravens making a whole lot of noise. Watching.
Alright, well.
We wait for the fight until like next week.
Yeah.
That's okay with me.
Sure.
Victory!
No, it's only 7:45 here, and it's my vacation, so...
Are we going to continue, or?
That's what we're debating.
I do have an early morning meeting.
Alright.
Yeah, then maybe we can
Maybe
stop
we
for the
can
night.
roll initiative and just set up the map.
Yeah.
Kind of
Sure.
That we can just get rolling right into the fight.
Yeah, that's actually a nice idea.
Okay.
Yeah, let's start
is
to
that?
think of our plan.
Where is that random battle map? There it is. I have to delete some fun things on it. Hold on.
Dead things, you mean?
It was, it's the random battle map that has like a whole bunch of random stuff on it already.
Ah.
They don't give you, like, maps to fight with, which is sad.
Very sad.
Let me just do
Yeah.
this.
Like, that's when you need a map the most.
Yeah.
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 I'll look for a bunch of them and just have them available. What layer? No. Aha. Oh no. There we go. That'll work. So. Let's say I gotta draw on the map layer. So these are the big statues. Yeah, it needs to be a bit further away. Do my amazing mouse drawing skills. So, road. Then there's these are like the cliffy looking areas. Okay.
Okay, good thing you put the smiley face there, because all I saw was 2 round orbs with 2 dots in the middle of them.
Oh boy.
And a long thing between them.
Yeah, I was noticing that too.
Yeah. Well,
That's okay. Appy could always like make us a nicer map afterwards.
I probably will through the week.
Because otherwise we're going to see things repeatedly. I mean, it's even got the nice bee.
I'm gonna use swarms. I mean, I guess they're technically swarms, but they're just way up on top of these,
Actually, groups of crows are called murders.
Yes, but these are ravens. I forget what ravens have.
Kindness.
A kindness of ravens?
An unkindness of ravens.
yes, an unkindness of ravens.
That's mean.
I accidentally
It is
put a
very
thingy.
mean.
Like, why do they get
all
murders
corvids.
and unkindnesses?
Like, all corvids have the meanest names for groupings.
No, isn't it like a parliament
Of owls.
Parliament
That's
of rooks.
owls.
for owls?
I think
Yes.
rooks are parliaments, I think, as well.
It's also called a congress, which is still kind of mean.
To be fair.
But yeah, Parliament of Rooks, Congress of Magpies, I think.
Oh,
I mean, parliament isn't that bad.
Parliament is nicer than Congress.
Yes.
What say? Okay, I forgot to put myself on a map. So I'm guessing we're all just. Come on.
I always think of. Do you guys ever see the I Have 6 Cats song video?
I have not.
It's quite cute, but one of the lines in there, she introduces all her cats. One of them is Congress. He's dumb and he doesn't do anything.
oh!
Yeah,
I will roll for initiative.
Bloop.
there. Please enjoy the 6 Cat song.
Oh, that's my first really terrible initiative roll.
I didn't select myself.
Very upset.
Ah,
Oh, I got anything.
Oh
better.
yeah, I should put myself on here.
well, not bad that one.
There.
Nice.
Oh no,
Oh
Mira!
god!
Oh no.
Mira!
Oh,
Wow.
how did you do that?
I was just very, very taken off guard by all this, apparently.
You were picking your nose and yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Scarecrows don't look all that hype to go either. Half of them's just like,
We're going to punch them.
It's like, I guess we'll fight.
But you wish you were inside my chest cavity now.
Yeah.
okay. So we will pick up here next week, and I will probably attempt to make a better map than that. But, and at least appear more prepared. I knew what I was doing, but the book was fighting against me the whole time.
Yeah.
Well, it was fine.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
so I will stop the stream here.